Okay, retrospective intro. Don't take those off.
Right.
Retrospective intro time. Yep, this is where I pioneered the call forward. Have I told you about the call forward?
I'm a big Jakin Off watcher.
Hey, everybody. It's me, Jakin Off. We want to leave. I want to leave. Hey, it's me, Jakin Off. And Evan's a big Jakin Off watcher. Evan's been watching me.
I watch him Jake off every week.
I'm Jake, and I'm from Jakin Off. And thank you for tuning in to another episode. This week, I'm joined by Jakin Off podcast alum. It's Evan Christian Goldt, everybody. Yeah, we had a good time. We had a great time. And we talked about a whole bunch of stuff. We talked about the Vampire Landlord. We touched on the Vampire Landlord. We touched all up on him. He's running for mayor. We checked in for his mayoral campaign. I forgot about that until I saw the video that came up, and you guys will remember too. We talked about some other shit. We watched this really bad guy, and we looked at LeBron James's drawings of Bart Simpson and Homer Simpson.
Not bad.
And they're not bad. Bart got a big ass head though. You guys will get that later. It's a call forward. You guys know about those. You love them. As always, links to all of Evan's social media. It's going to be in the description. And so we got two things. We got kind of two tiers of where you need to follow Evan. If you're a person who likes this podcast and likes comedy, all of you need to follow Evan. That's pretty much everybody that listens to this podcast. Now, if you belong to another subset of people who love this podcast, who fucking love Pokemon, you need to follow Evan's Pokemon channel, here_Furret on YouTube. Is it here_Furret on Twitch too?
Well, I do have a Twitch.
You do have a Twitch?
It is there. I just don't really use it. But someday
Okay.
I might do like a simulcast.
Okay.
I'm focused on YouTube because my VODs save longer.
Yes.
And you can go watch all my runs that I've completed on YouTube. The Pozzole Chef Lock of Emerald Sea Glass.
Chef Lock.
The Hardcore Nuzlocke of Pokemon Lazarus. The Hardcore Chef Lock, Pizza Chef Lock of a fully randomized Pokemon Emerald Crest. More like Crust. All of those are available.
And we talked a little Pokemon at the beginning of the episode too. I ain't even gonna lie. Yeah, nice. So make sure you follow Evan. All of the links will be in the description. If you're watching this and you watch this podcast frequently, subscribe to our channel on YouTube. It's very helpful. If you're listening somewhere, subscribe to it wherever you're listening, because we like it when you do that. It makes us feel good, me in particular. But as always, send anything at all to jakin.off.podcast@gmail.com. I'll look at it at least once. Other than that, thank you so much for tuning in to another episode, and have a good listen to the episode.
Experiment. You know what I mean? I think it might have a really strong flavor. And maybe I'll do it. The Pokemon...
Do it at least for a little bit more than what you were thinking you were going to do.
I will. The Pokemon that it represents was really important to this run. Genuinely,
it's kind of
really
crazy
important.
that you would shorten
I know.
Wow.
Well,
wow.
I'm really excited to work on this video. That's one of the reasons.
It's going to be cool.
So, like, there's a storyline that I think is really interesting where, like, the first time I fought Brawly, he's the second gym leader.
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
The first
yeah.
time I fought him, he literally only ever hit the move Bulk Up, which increases his attack and defense by 1. He never actually attacked my Pokemon a single time.
That's crazy.
So I just breezed through him like he was a fucking joke.
That seemed like some shit that would happen to me, like in the
actual game. Right.
Yeah.
I just breezed through him like a fucking joke. It just was like nothing, right? Then the second attempt that I got to him, I had the exact same Pokemon. It was a Tailo, a little bird Pokemon from Hoenn or whatever.
Yeah.
The exact same Pokemon. I let it, the exact same thing. He fucked me up. He killed me really hard. And then the third time, what I found out is that my Tailo, which like would have won if we could have outsped his Heracross, it had the lowest speed IV it could possibly have. It was the slowest possible Tailo you could have, right?
Then this is a Nuzlocke, so you
Yes.
can't just like once you catch your Talo, that's it. Like
Yes.
you get the Talo you get, and you don't get to catch another one.
Exactly.
You get to catch one Pokemon per route, right?
Yes, exactly.
God,
so there's
bro.
no fixing
That's
it. I just had the
fucking
slowest Talo
crazy.
possible. So the next time I go back, it's attempt 3. I brought another Talo. It's the exact same fucking thing, and it's got a better speed IV. So I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, we're doing fine.
Maybe we can do this.
Then I fucking did it, and all the other Talos I had were able to one-shot it. This Talo did not one-shot it, and it turns out it had like close to the lowest possible attack IV that it could possibly have.
Man,
so
dude.
I have this whole like Act 2 planned in the script. I call it the Tale of Two Talos. And like it sets up this thing where it's like these two Talos that just can't clear the fucking hurdle.
Yeah.
Then on the 4th attempt, I didn't even fucking catch a Talo. So I'm going into this not thinking that I have a fucking clear counter, but I have this Dustox, right? And it's not even a flying type, but it's got some flying moves, and bug resists fighting and poison resists fighting. So I'm like, all right, this is my best bet, I guess. And it's one of the only fully evolved things you have at that
Yeah.
level cap. He goes in there, his Heracross hits. It hits not that hard. I'm like, okay. Then it starts hitting bulk up, increasing its attack. Like, and I'm like, oh, we're fucked.
You gotta kill it before it hits you.
This thing hits us like one more time, we're fucked. And then it hit us again, and it did the same damage. And I found out that my Dustox had the ability Unaware, which that ignores your opponent's stats changes. So
oh my god!
so every
dude.
bulk up ended up being like a wasted turn on his part, and it's like that Dustox, which is Epizote.
the drama.
I know there's
The drama of
it's like it's good. It's an important part of
This
the script.
happened last time too, though. 'Cause
Something
you-
like that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It was something similar. I don't remember exactly what the
Yeah.
situation was, but it was like, and you're losing ingredients.
Yeah.
It adds like an extra layer of
It
like,
definitely does.
like we should give a fuck about this because we want this Pozole to be delicious.
There's real world stakes.
Yes,
exactly. There's real world
exactly.
stakes. I do want to.
The stakes couldn't be higher
The
for
next-
the,
the stakes
the
could be
chef
stakes.
locks.
Yes, the chef locks are the highest stakes. That's why I need a podcast that's no stakes.
Yeah, you're trying to balance out your
because my
stakes.
Nuzlocks are oops all stakes.
Yeah.
you know, like
yeah.
so. I'm really looking forward to getting this soup fucking finally done and getting that video to an
Yeah.
editable place. I'm gonna start a new chef lock soon, and I'm pretty sure. I think I'm gonna do peanut butter and jelly.
Oh,
Where all the ingredients are foundational, like
Dude.
where it's bread, peanut butter, and jelly.
yeah, you can
and
only do three.
Three ingredients, three Pokemon to beat a whole Nuzlocke.
Could you get like different style breads, like shit that wouldn't taste good, like
No,
rye bread?
dude.
Nah,
That'd
there's
be
no
against the
there's no like workaround.
the spirit of the
I
of the
didn't know.
thing.
I
Yeah.
didn't know.
Yeah.
So it'll be a Nuzlocke that I have to do deathless with 3 Pokemon. So
I
I'm gonna have
respect
to
that.
find
I
like
mean-
a game that I can even accomplish that
yeah,
in.
that's gonna be tough.
I think in theory, like Fire Red or Leaf
That's
Green
what I was gonna say.
might
like,
be the one to do.
It would have to be.
Because not only are those teams like you can easily clear the first 3 gym leaders. Well, not easily. The first 2 you can easily clear with just Bulbasaur.
Yeah.
And then Bulbasaur
100%.
also has a good amount of use into the Elite Four as well. Like
Yeah.
it's not perfect, but
Venusaur or
As a
whatever.
poison
Yeah.
type.
Yeah.
yeah, it's like it's pretty good into Bruno because he's got like 2 Onyx. It's pretty good into Karen because it can't get poison. Not Karen, fucking Agatha because Agatha does a lot of poison stuff.
Yeah.
Like, Gyarados is probably another like go-to in a situation like that, like because you got an Intimidate user with great stats and like you can get really early in the game, so those 2 can help carry you through a lot of the shit. And then basically I just have to look for like what are the gaps that I need filled
Yeah.
after those guys to beat the Elite Four, because I feel like those 2 guys alone
Gyarados and Venusaur.
can carry you through every gym except
Yeah.
for like the scariest one is going to be Lieutenant Surge.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
you know you can't just like
Maybe a ground type.
Ivysaur might be able to learn dig.
Yeah.
Like I might be able to teach him dig.
Yeah.
That might be enough, you know.
Yeah.
It really depends.
It could be. I mean, like, do you think that the like what else would be the right thing to do? Like, Because it's got to be a Pokemon that you encounter super early too, right?
Well,
it's
I mean,
kind of, or you could just try not to catch any Pokemon.
that's just it, right? So, well, you don't have to catch any Pokemon in a Nuzlocke. You can forego an encounter, and it just means that that route's done, right? So you get your starter. It has to be one of the things like. Well, it would be for me because that would be one of the better encounters.
Right.
Magikarp you can get as soon as you get a rod, so you can get one really early. You can even get one before you get a rod. You can buy one from a guy outside of Mount Moon in the Poke Center there. You can buy a Magikarp. And so then it would just be a matter of I think, like I said, I think you could carry yourself through the first 3, even 4 gyms with just a Venusaur and a Gyarados.
Yeah.
I think by the time you get to the 5th gym, 6th gym, it's Koga, Sabrina. You might want something else. Like maybe a psychic type for Koga, because Koga can be threatening for sure. And then, I don't know, Sabrina would be really threatening into Venusaur, but bites coming out of Gyarados would fuck her team up pretty hard.
She'd never see it coming.
She's got a really frail team in that regard.
Weak, soft.
Blaine, Gyarados could carry through Blaine easily.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
and Giovanni, either can carry through Giovanni because the ground type, they're just so weak to.
There's nothing.
In my Lasagna Nuzlocke, Poliwrath fucking just surfed every single Pokemon in both Blaine and Giovanni's gym. Like it's really easy. So I don't know.
Yeah,
Dragonite's the scary thing. Like once you get to the dragons, you're gonna want a third thing.
Dragonite is freaky-deaky.
And then Gary's got that balance team.
Yeah.
Hard stuff.
Yeah. Well, let's take your mind off it a little bit, huh? Let's play you some sick vids that'll this first one honestly
this has all been the podcast, hasn't it? Oh fuck.
It's fine. I really enjoyed I could listen to you talk about Pokemon honestly.
Yeah, no, I've been also playing, as you're aware, Evan.
I guess Fire Red Leaf Green is on the people's minds right now.
Have you seen this video?
No, I don't recognize this.
This is fun. This is just a guy who is at his favorite band's concert. And I think he must be like with his kids or something like that, like his adult children.
Okay.
And this is, I'll just let the video speak for itself.
Here's the best line in rock and roll. Here's the best line in rock and roll. Right here, right now. We were gonna move to Vegas. I remember the look of money gave us. 17 without a purpose or direction. You don't know anyone a fucking explanation.
Here's the best line in rock and roll history. Because I fell in love with the girl at the rock show.
Is this a Blink-182 song?
Yes,
Yeah.
Dude,
This was on Now 8.
Yeah.
Now that's what I call Music 8.
Sure.
My first ever CD.
Look it up. Confirm.
I'm almost positive.
Look it up. That's so funny, dude. Imagine
Now that's what I call Music 8. Oh, fuck you.
what did it say?
Well, it took it, but then it just didn't actually type it in. Wikipedia, track listing, Blink-182, The Rock Show,
wow!
Track 17.
Bingo bongo.
That's so funny. I just thought this was hilarious.
Did I stutter? That's on Now 17, Joe.
Are you gonna look it up?
Yeah. My second and only other Now CD.
Now that's what I call music.
Ask me
17.
why. Ask me why by Jadakiss. Don't ask me why.
Is it on there?
By Billy Joel. Let's see here.
Were you right?
Why is track 9 by Jadakiss, and then stutter. That might be actually Stutter might be on Now 8. After all, maybe I just skipped it because it's on one of them. Joe. His name is Joe. Yep, Stutter, Double Take Remix featuring Mystical, track 4, Now 8.
Jesus Christ.
That's crazy that you remember that. I just thought that was so funny, dude. This fucking guy.
This is the best
line
in rock and roll history. Crazy bitch, suck that dick.
Ow. You're a crazy bitch, but you fuck so that I'm on top of it. This is the greatest song in rock and roll history.
Greatest line in rock and roll history. Millions of peaches. Peaches for me.
I put your picture away. Oh, God, dude. Yeah, so that was just to whet our appetite. Just a fun one. A fun little romp. We're going to just...
Consider me wet.
Yeah, are you wet?
Oh, I'm sopping wet over
I
here.
meant wet like as in W-H-E-T.
Yeah, like you do a stone.
Yeah, wet stone.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Anyways, this is...
Ooh.
have we talked about the Vampire Landlord in an episode with you?
We talked about a guy.
We talked about
who's a
Troy Kearns.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's too cool of a name for
This
that guy.
well, this is another guy that we've talked about on this podcast before. His name is Shane McKinney, and he is literally a vampire.
Leave it to the Irish.
Yeah, well, he might be Scottish, but either way, he is a man who is a landlord in Fort Smith, Arkansas, and he identifies as a vampire.
Great.
He has the filed down teeth, everything. And this news story is going to give a little context to the clip that we're going to play that he posted to social media. So this is a local Fort Smith news story to kind of explain why this clip exists.
Hit me, white lady.
Continues around a proposal that could change how the city of Fort Smith is run. We first told you about this proposed change last month. 5 News reporter Taylor Howard was at a town hall meeting this evening where residents learned more and had the chance to weigh in.
There was a town hall meeting tonight here in Fort Smith about a proposal that could change the way the city runs, moving from a city administrative system to a mayoral-led system. We'll hear from residents about how they feel about the possible change.
For Fort Smith to succeed in the future.
So you'll notice that
that lady struggled with her continental accent on proposal.
Yeah,
proposal.
She did. She did. These guys have shirts on. They're clearly Shane fans. One of them has a shirt on that says Vampire Mayor.
They're called Shaniacs.
Shaniacs. Dude, he should hire you. For real, though.
A lot of people should hire me. I'm being so real.
And then the other guy's got Shane McKinney revamp Fort Smith is what it says underneath that. And then it's got 2 vampire fangs, which is it's crazy that these people are wearing these shirts. I think that lady's shirt is AI.
For a landlord,
it looks like
AI. Yeah.
So
does the Vampire Landlord use AI? They don't.
Yeah.
They don't hire artists.
It looks like the stuff that is around the words Vampire Mayor is cum dripping off of like the words Vampire Mayor.
A little bit, yeah. A white. It doesn't look like blood. They should have swapped those colors.
They should have swapped
the letters should be white.
Exactly.
The outline should be red.
Right.
But then it wouldn't contrast with the bats
Dude,
as well.
they ripped off Jakin Off.
They did kind of rip off.
They ripped
Jakin
off
Off.
the original Jakin Off artwork.
That font is kind of a rip off of the Jakin Off font.
Hey, my logo was dripping in cum,
Yeah,
fella.
come on.
Hey, pal.
Are you a dick vampire? Are you sucking
cum
out of a dick? I want to suck your cum.
Pull it back a little bit, Brett. Let's hear what Mac and Lyrene have to say.
For Fort Smith to succeed in the future, that was the whole purpose of this meeting, is to make people aware of this petition to make it a mayor-run city instead of the way it's run right now.
Since 1967, Fort Smith has operated under a city administrative system where a hired city administrator handles day-to-day operations rather than the elected mayor. Mayoral candidate Shane McKinney says that structure is slowing down economic growth.
The city has been costing me money in trying to start business. It's been
Pause
costing
it.
my family.
That's the kind of vest a vampire wears.
Bro, yeah, you're not joking. That's how he's dressed all the time.
I'm sure he cannot look. I mean, when you look in a mirror and you can't see yourself, all you can see is your clothes. You got to feel naked without a vest. You got to feel naked without a black vest.
Dude, he and the fact that he is a vampire like landlord is
It's a little on the nose.
It's a little on the nose, and the kind of landlord that he is too, because he obviously owns like rental properties, like residential rental properties, but then he also owns several like Airbnbs, and they're all like Airbnb, like themed Airbnbs, and like some of them are like Airbnbs that are literally designed. They're like, you want to come fuck, like, you
and
wanna,
and B&B stands for blood and breakfasts.
yeah, blood and breakfast.
Is that right?
Yeah.
And air is reference to the fact that he can fly through the air.
Yes,
when he
'cause
turns
he's
into a bat.
Yeah, he turns into a vampire bat. And
I understand.
Flies through the air.
I understand.
Yeah, he's like a particularly vile.
I'm gonna go ahead and say no one in real estate or landlordship should have merch.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go out on a limb and say,
you know what?
We've gone too far with the merch.
That's a great policy, I think, and I've said this before that it should be harder to make T-shirts than it is.
You need a license,
It should be harder to make T-shirts than it is. I shouldn't have been able to buy this. I shouldn't have been able to buy this Bart Simpson original Gulf War anti-Gulf War shirt. I was there, dude, and it sucked. It's Bart Simpson.
bogus, dude. The Gulf War was bogus. Not my strongest.
Eat my shorts. We're actually gonna get. We'll talk about Bart Simpson later.
Oh, again?
Yeah. Did we talk about him before?
Years ago. At this point, yeah, the guy who got arrested in the UK for the Bart Simpson's porn.
Oh, that's right, dude. Yeah.
You're like, oh fuck.
Damn.
We got to find another story.
Is that on Jakin Off?
Yes.
Okay, so
It was
Yeah.
before your time.
Oh,
but
it
that's
was
like one of the maybe like dozen episodes I haven't listened to yet. I've worked my way
yeah,
through the
wow.
back
Fake
catalog.
fan.
Yeah.
Fake fan.
Do you even fucking?
I think it was maybe the episode with me and Bobby Jaycox, I think.
Maybe we'll link it.
It was one of those old
Yeah,
ones.
maybe we'll link it. Look up here.
Yeah,
It's
link to
gonna
the
be up here.
past. Link
Yeah.
to the past. No, Nintendo don't sue.
Nintendo, don't sue. Don't sue us, Nintendo. Anyways, Brett, hit that space bar.
Yeah,
pal.
let's
money.
Others who support the current system aren't so sure.
None of the candidates are qualified to run a $300 million business with 1,000 employees.
Supporters of a mayor-led system are now working to get the issue in front of voters. They're asking residents to sign a petition which would put the question of changing the city's form of government on the November ballot. McKinney points out to cities like Fayetteville and Siloam Springs where mayor-led systems are in place. For others like Mike Rich, his reasoning for supporting the change is simple.
Returning to mayor simply because it's a change. You know, it's a change. Maybe we need change.
So far, about 500 people have signed these petitions, and they need 2,000 in order for it to get on the ballot in November. In Fort Smith, covering news where you live, Taylor Howard, 5 News.
So just to kind of fill in a couple gaps here of what's going on.
return to mayor.
I would like to return to mayor. Yeah, that guy sounded like a fucking idiot. No offense, Mike. You idiot.
We need a change. Why did I vote
Look.
for forced castration? Just something different.
Yeah.
We just need a change.
Yeah.
Oh, forced
Yeah.
feminization? I just think we just need a change here in Fort Smith. It's something different. I don't know. We just can't keep doing the same
It's
shit.
So fucking funny. But for real though, it's like what to what end, dude?
That's an
You know?
insane reasoning.
I like change for change's sake.
Change for change's sake.
Some people say humans hate change, not me. I need it.
Look,
I thrive under change.
Why do I want us to open the Necronomicon? I want to call Cthulhu. All right, it's just something different for the community.
Yeah, come on.
I'm sick of these fucking gardens or whatever.
Trying to slurp on dead bodies. Trying to slurp. So what's going on is that Shane McKinney got upset for being forced to do some kind of like permit for some work on his house. And he decided he's going to run for mayor. Well, oops, turns out the way that the government is ran in Fort Smith, Arkansas, is that it's ran like it's an administrative government. So the person who actually is executing the day-to-day functions is a city administrator that is agreed upon and hired by like the city council. not an elected official.
Interesting.
Like the mayor, which I think there's like a fair argument to be made that maybe the person who is doing this stuff should be somebody that we elect. I think the counter argument is people would say, well, you're electing the people who pick the guy.
Yeah.
But it's like, I don't know. I don't know that that necessarily is better.
It's an interesting thing. I feel like electing the guy that hires the guy works for things that are more like, I don't know, the president's cabinet, for instance, or whatever. Like, to an extent, it makes sense.
Not the chief executive of the city.
That seems
that's
like
kind of how I feel too.
A kind of high stakes position to not be elected directly.
And
but also, I am increasingly becoming anti-democracy. So I don't really know where I land on this particular issue. I don't think people...
I think that no matter where you land, the truth of the matter is that Shane is only lobbying for it to become a mayoral system of government because he's running for mayor.
He wants more power.
And he learned that it's not that when he decided to run for mayor. And so now he's trying to convince all these conservative people. So this is on his Instagram page. And can you see what it says at the top? Go ahead and read it for everybody.
Can a vampire reach the conservative people of Fort Smith? What would Fort Smith sound like if it was pop punk?
And so this is kind of a long video. We don't have to watch the whole thing.
I'd say it's almost 13 minutes.
Yeah, we're going to be pausing it quite frequently.
13-minute vertical is nuts.
It's just one of those things where all of this guy's videos are incredibly long, but I can never just clip part of it because I'll start being like, okay, I'm going to clip it soon. And then he'll start saying something else. And I'm like, well, I can't not put this
Back in Transylvania. Not that kind of trans. Don't worry.
Go ahead, dude.
I'm going to talk to you about how we're going to change this. So I started thinking about how we're going to change this a while back, really about October. And I asked myself, what are the real problems? And I kind of went back on a lot of experiences that I had, and I remembered back to a preacher at a Baptist church I used to go to that said this. A camel is a racehorse designed by a committee. That church was being ran by a committee. That church doesn't exist anymore in Fort Smith. There's a lot of Baptist churches and other churches ran by committees that don't exist anymore in Fort Smith. I'm sure a lot of y'all have noticed that.
Pause it. Yeah, dude, the problem is there's not enough Baptists in Fort Smith, Arkansas.
Look, I may be a servant of the Dark Lord. I might live on blood, but I grew up Baptist just like you.
He's a fucking vampire. He's a man dressed as a vampire
with his fangs. The fangs.
Yeah, you can't see the fangs in this video.
You gotta pronounce that N. You gotta hit that N real hard.
Yeah. Be careful,
because I wasn't sure what you were saying for a second. With the fangs. Look, I'm just like you. All right, I
got my wallet attached to a chain. I woke up this morning. I ironed my vest. I said, "Time to go to work." Sure, for me, working is just making videos, but
look, and I'm married to the devil. That's right. That's okay. I'm married to the devil, but I love God. All right, and fiscal responsibility.
I've seen societies rise and crumble due to overspending
and rule by committee.
Yeah, frankly, rule by committee has never in the history of my being a vampire.
Hey, I've been in multiple galaxies a long, long time ago, right? And the Jedi Temple fell because it was ran by committee.
Emperor Palpatine tried to save him. Go ahead.
The idea of splitting the responsibility around a large number of people to make the decisions is fine if what you're doing is good and not broken. But when something is broken, when something isn't working and you need to fix it, it is almost impossible for the committee to fix it. It's just, are you guys working on all the lights and
Yeah.
Pause this shit. For a vampire, he sure wants more lights. Am I right?
Yeah.
Come on. Hey,
I'm starting to get a little suspicious that this guy might not actually be a vampire.
I just can't wrap my head around how fucking lame this guy is in comparison to how cool the branding of Vampire Landlord is. Like he should be on like a motorcycle with a skull on it, you know, like he should
be doing some jungle law style billboards.
Yeah, he should have like
he
should talk like an evil guy, you know, and like I feel like
he should be baring his fangs more.
He should be baring his fangs. He should have a cape on. I just think he shouldn't be embarrassed of his persona. If he's running for mayor, he should be like, look, I'm a great businessman. Dude. That's why I'm a vampire. And they'd be like, hey, as long as you hate abortion, we're with you.
Dude,
and he's like, of course I hate abortion. Yeah. It's less blood for me to suck. Yeah. Let's go, brothers. Like, for real. Just like
vampires gotta hate abortion.
We've already passed the point of politicians not like needing to behave like responsible people.
Yeah.
Like it's already professional wrestling. You know what I mean? That's what Trump did. Trump made politics professional wrestling. Just lean into it. You can be you can't be the Iron Sheik, but you can be the vampire realtor.
I think that we wouldn't have the vampire landlord running for mayor if we didn't have Donald Trump.
No, there's no way.
There's no way that we would. I think even 10 years ago, people would have this guy would have been made a mockery.
Well, I also think even 10 years ago, like this guy wouldn't have been like, you can't be if you're the vampire landlord, that's fine, but that means you can never run for office. Right. And then Donald Trump happened. He was like, well,
hey, this guy seems to be shitting his pants.
Steve Bannon has pissed himself at the World Economic Forum. I think we're in the clear.
I think that Joe Biden and Donald Trump have proved to me that I can actually do anything I want.
There are no rules, actually.
All those guardrails that everybody was talking about actually seem like they don't exist at all.
Remember when Howard Dean lost a primary because he went,
yeah.
Like,
yeah.
It's just, and maybe I do think like if you were trying to run as a progressive, we are a little less forgiving.
No, for sure.
So, but like if you're running as a conservative, you literally just have to like say you don't like abortion. You don't even have to actually do any legislatively. You don't have to be consistent.
Well, they don't have any policies other than, I mean, like, you know, arresting immigrants off the street and but even then I don't even think that that's something that they would have to do for people to, like, if they just came out and said we're arresting more immigrants than ever.
Yeah, no, they don't even
everybody
have to
would be
do
like
it.
Nice.
Yeah.
You know? I think that the unfortunate part is they actually are doing some of these things now. But before recently, I feel like it was one of those deals where like the thing that nobody would say is like, yeah, we actually don't. There's no policy behind this.
Yeah, no.
Because it's all we're doing is just riling people up.
It just got to a point where there had to be policy behind it because people started being like, I'm more for real about being tough on immigration than this guy. And like once the Democrats and Republicans are both trying to be tough on an issue, that's when you're actually going to start getting policy because yeah, whatever. Vampire Realtor though, this is fascinating. They need to fix the lighting.
Yeah, he's going to get it fixed.
They're
going to get it, and then he's going to fucking show us some graphs.
A little bit distractible.
Usually I would be fond of, but
so it's okay. It's okay. You guys keep doing the things. If I'm anything, it is distractible. So
more like retractable.
We
Thanks.
set up a system as the city to maintain the status quo, to keep going with what we're doing. And then we ask, why are things not changing? Why in my lifetime
change
has nothing
for change
significant changed for Fort Smith? The most significant thing I've seen is, I guess, West Ark became UAFS. What have we really got?
He wanted a laugh. He definitely was going for a laugh there.
Northwest Arkansas, if you just drive up there and you haven't been there a week, it's a whole new city. What's the difference? Let's talk about the difference.
The difference is Northwest Arkansas is owned by the Waltons. Dude. And that they can just dump money into their city anytime they want to.
So this is exactly what he's going to get into, because he shows these graphs of like, he's like, see, in 1992, this is when the like Northwest Arkansas and like Fayetteville started to take off compared to Fort Smith. Like they were even, and then they started to take off. In 1992 is around a decade after Ronald Reagan had begun to dismantle the Social Security state in this country and roll back regulations massively. I'm not saying that it was like utopia before that, but like,
I'll say that.
This is
I'll say that. The 70s were a utopia. Jimmy Carter's America was paradise, and it's what we need to return to. RTVRN.
That's how a vampire would say it.
Return.
Tavern?
But yeah, dude, no, he's like pointing out this moment, and it's like, dude, like,
also 1992 sounds right about the time Walmart's starting to get real big.
No, exactly. Yeah,
real
that's what I'm saying.
Unignorable.
Because they like all of these like regulations on large corporations had been rolled back, which is what Walmart started doing with their prices.
Hey.
And
rollback smiley
This
face.
podcast is brought to you by Walmart.
Waltons.
We're doing
Hit us.
bad stuff. Yeah, hit us.
Hit us up.
Throw a brick through the window.
Hey, yeah. You can do Crystal Bridges Art Museum, but you can't sponsor Jakin Off. Whatever happened to be in the Medicis? Come on, you know.
Come on. I need my Medici, my Lorenzo Medici.
I've heard of Sam's Club, but what about Jake's Club?
Come on.
Let
Jake's Club.
Let it rip. We need some money.
Yeah,
money for the papa.
But yeah, dude, he's gonna show us some graphs, and the graphs are exactly what you're saying, right? It's like you're looking at the reason why this started going in a different direction is because a bunch of people started moving from other places to this one area because they work for Walmart, which is one of the biggest corporations in the world.
So this is a population growth comparison between Fayetteville and Fort Smith. I don't know if you guys heard, but Fort Smith isn't the second largest city in Arkansas anymore. Okay.
Oh no!
If you notice the population here,
not number 3.
They pretty much trend identically up to 1992, where I put this red line. Do you know what happened in 1992 in Fayetteville? They got rid of their old government and changed to a mayoral form of government.
Wow.
And people started moving there like that. Once they heard that they could vote for mayor in Fayetteville, Arkansas.
Wait a second. You mean the committee has finally ended? Baby, we're fucking tonight. We got to make some kids. Right here in Fort Smith.
Joke, dude. It doesn't make any sense at all. He's like, in 1992, the year, and then it was 3 years from then
you know what happened
that the mayor took over.
You know what happened in 1992 in Fayetteville?
I got a blowjob.
The Fayetteville, the Razorbacks went 0-2.
Dude, but seriously, something like that is the equivalent to what he's saying.
Yeah.
Like, it's not.
You know what happened?
Yeah.
Rhonda got her tires changed.
It was a butterfly that was flapping its wings.
I'm trying to bring a butterfly here. Come, my lady. Come, my lady.
Let's get a butterfly into Fort Smith. Hey, if you want a butterfly, you're going to need a vampire. Vote for Shane McKinney.
That's when the break happens. Suddenly they have leadership that can adapt. Suddenly they can welcome businesses more efficiently instead of having bureaucracy stand in the way. And everything changes.
Dude, this guy is like so crazy.
So we were neck and neck.
Hey, pause it.
Population.
That's a
guy's obsessed with necks. Neck and neck. Come on.
This guy can't stop thinking about necks.
There's maybe he is a vampire after all.
We were juicy neck to juicy neck. He's got a fucking. I think that this is AI, probably.
AI Ben-Hur, when you could just literally Google Ben-Hur, but he doesn't know. He's too culturally illiterate to Google. What's the movie with the
Dude, no,
chariots?
he can't remember Ben-Hur because it's been so long since he talked to Ben-Hur.
Oh, right. Yeah. Ben-Hur was a real friend of his.
Yeah.
Ben-Hur is the fucking most
he's a
boring
fucking
movie I've ever seen, by the way. Just literally just fast forward to the chariot race. Go, wow, they really pulled that off. And then you've seen Ben-Hur.
Then jerk off.
And then you Ben-Hur, if you know what I mean. Ben-Hur done that.
Go ahead, dude.
Wise, economically, we were right there. And some people are already writing this off in their head. Maybe you're already against this, but and the kinds of things you'll say is, but they had Walmart. But they had Tyson. They had this, they had that, right? That's the kinds of things you're going to use to justify
We have the Vampire
difference.
Landlord. Okay.
But why did they have that? Why didn't Fort Smith? Why didn't Fort Smith have FedEx home office? What kind of
Pause
decisions or
it, dude.
leadership?
Go back. Just a little bit go back, Brett. The way that he says home office under his breath makes me like believe that he like didn't want to just say home office because he realizes it wouldn't be as impressive as just like FedEx period. He's like, why didn't we get FedEx home office? The way he does it. Play it, Brett.
But they had Tyson. But they had this, they had that, right? That's the kinds of things you're going to use to justify the difference. But why did they have that? Why didn't Fort Smith? Why didn't Fort Smith have FedEx home office? What kind of decisions are leaderships making? Why did we not attract Walmart down here? Obviously, we had distribution centers. Obviously, we had some of the earliest stores. What would it have taken to cause that to occur? It would have taken leadership to attract that to Fort
Pause
Smith.
that.
Not
Yeah.
I still can't. I just can't consolidate how fucking lame he sounds and the lame shit he's talking about with Vampire Landlord.
it doesn't
just,
match, bro.
Why, just take the fucking wallet off, take the vest off.
Yeah.
Like the brand is. This is bad for the brand.
He should just be landlord.
You should. Well, if anything, you should like put your hair up in a fucking ponytail. Wear a fucking like I don't know. You should like have a dual. You should have like a secret identity.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
Vampire Landlord thing should be a thing your opponent digs up on you, and then people are like, "Whoa, he's the vampire! Oh, that's so cool." Because this is, I just like, I don't want to watch.
There's an actual landlord.
I don't want to watch this guy
Or
talk
vampire.
anymore.
Dude, no, I know. We can be done, honestly.
Yeah.
It's a long video.
Yeah,
It's a long video. You get the gist.
I get the gist.
He's kind of boring.
You don't
and-
want to watch the remaining 10 minutes of this?
No,
Dude, we could. I watched it 3 times. I watched it 3 times.
At 4 o'clock
And
this
it was great. Brett, how long have we been recording so far?
About 50 minutes or so.
You know what, Brett? I want to jump to our last thing. I want to just skip over the next thing because we can do that a different time. I've already had such a great time. And to be totally frank, I'm starting to get a little bit of a migraine. And so I think that we need to wrap this up soon, but I don't want to not talk about these last couple of images, which are some of my favorite things that have been going around the internet. Evan, we were talking about The Simpsons earlier. I have Bart Simpson on my shirt, dressed
Lisa
as a
Homer.
as exactly Bart, Lisa, Homer,
Marge.
Now, Evan, let me ask you: are you familiar with LeBron James?
Yes.
You know LeBron James. Now, do you know that one of LeBron James's hobbies is what he likes to do in his free time to relax? Sometimes is he likes to draw Simpsons characters, and he's been posting them online this year.
Honestly, the fact that he's drawing, huge. That's really cool.
No,
Honestly,
I agree.
No AI, like the
and so we're gonna look at a couple that he's posted. These are the original ones that he posted. This is what he originally posted.
Hell
Zoom in
yes.
on Bart over here, Brett, because this is pretty good. So he's got Bart.
Eat my shoes.
Eat my shorts. Eat my shorts.
Oh, I
it
have bad
says.
eyesight.
Yeah, eat my shorts. MTAA, something asshole. SS hole is
Cincinnati.
Yeah. It says off-white on his shorts. He's clearly got like some like streetwear going on, like some
Nice.
like Bart Simpson is got a chain, it looks like, or something, some kind of necklace. And his head is gigantic. I mean, his head is like so disproportionate. So then zoom out, Brett. We can read. This is the text that he posted with it. Just messing around and doodling around. Miss doing this all the time. Used to be my escape. Bart got a big ass head though. My bad, Bart. Been a while since I pick up the
Pin emoji.
Pin emoji, yeah.
Bro, I love the idea of LeBron like being like, people shouldn't use AI. Like, they should learn their own craft. And then posting this. You know, like, commissions open.
My bad.
So this was like a month or so ago that he posted this one. And then recently, dude, we got blessed with another LeBron James drawing, which is a different Simpsons character. And Brett.
Hell yeah. This is looking good.
He's gotten better.
Yeah.
He's gotten better, dude.
The shading's
Back
good.
at it. Homer
say-
J. Simpson.
Does that say, why you little?
Why you little? Yeah, dude. He drew Homer. And his shoes say Nike on the side. He's
Homer
wearing Nike
J.
shoes.
Simpson.
Cyan.
We got to get LeBron on Conan's
He's using,
podcast.
like, actual
Yeah.
drawing paper. Like, this is like professional, like, animation paper or whatever. Because
Of
that's
course, bro.
crazy good.
Dude, of course.
Crazy good.
LeBron James is only using the best paper, dude.
I love
But
this.
it's
This
nice,
is,
right?
This is a lot like when Michael Jordan started playing baseball.
Yeah, it does feel like that.
Like he's good at drawing versus how good he is at basketball as
Yeah.
Michael Jordan is at baseball
Yeah.
versus how good he is at basketball.
There's a couple of retired NBA players that do photography, like sports photography now. Oh, baseball players. Randy Johnson, the guy who hit the bird with the baseball. I don't know if you guys are familiar with Randy Johnson.
Have you seen that clip?
Yeah, he hit a bird with a baseball. He's like one of the best pitchers of all time. And now he does like sports and wildlife photography.
Tight.
That's like his retirement job. And you're like,
Love that.
nice, dude. Way to go.
Pick up the camera.
Yeah.
Is he
Pick up
really
the camera.
good at it?
He's pretty good at it.
Cool.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
He's cool. Randy Johnson rules. He's also like 6 foot, like 10.
So he
So
can
it's
get
kinda
better
hilarious.
angles than a lot of people.
Yeah.
He can shoot the top of the fridge.
Yes.
You can get pictures
yes,
other people just
yes.
can't get. You know?
Exactly. So that's what I wanted to end on. I wanted to make sure we gave LeBron a little shout out for.
See, I got why you little is definitely why you little is a thing he said. I read it as like why you little, like a question to people shorter than him. Like why are you little?
It is a thought bubble. It's not a speech bubble.
Yeah.
Yeah, interesting. He's just thinking it.
Why you little?
Why you little?
Why I big?
Why I tall? Yeah. So, anyways, where can people find you? Tell them.
This feels like
Tell them.
the shortest episode of Jakin Off I've ever done.
It's been an hour.
I believe it.
Here's the thing. The other stuff that we had, there's like, all right, dude, let's play it. Let's do it. You're not gonna like it as much. I promise you, it's gonna put you in a worse mood. Yeah, we're doing it though. Okay, you're asking for it. You want it to be a little longer, Brett? Go ahead.
What do you
I found an awful guy, and I was gonna spare you, but now you don't get to be spared. So it is what it is.
I came here to talk the issues.
Yeah, this guy, his name is Xavier DeRusso, and
not to be confused with Jason Derulo.
not to be confused with Jason Derulo.
Okay, PragerU.
Jason Derulo.
PragerU, love that. Great start.
PragerU, host of Respectfully Xavier.
I think I might know
on
this guy.
YouTube. Fox News, Piers Morgan, in your head rent free. You're allowed to disagree. American emoji. 768,000 followers. His pronouns are vi and per.
Vi's pronouns
Like
are
viper.
vi and per pronouns are vi and per, right? When it he, his, he, him. So we're missing a pronoun. Keep going.
I don't even know.
Clearly, this is not a person that believes in pronouns.
Yeah, he's being a piece of shit about it. And so, Brett, you can go ahead and pull up the first clip. We only got 3 clips of this guy. But the first one is him in his video for PragerU. So you notice in his profile picture, he's got the bleached hair on the top. And just open
Slurping
all
on a
of them, Brett,
Slurpee.
so we can kind of rapid
He's sucking
fire
on a
these.
chili dog.
He's sucking on a chili dog at PragerU. Sucking on a chili dog down at PragerU. Go ahead and pull up the other 2, Brett.
Little
so we
ditty.
can- Yeah, so this is his video for PragerU that he did. And you're going to notice something about the difference in vibe between this one and his regular content.
Number 2. It was
I had
3
to-
things
yeah.
you weren't taught about slavery. Number 2. It wasn't all about race. For almost all of recorded history, most slaves were enslaved by people who looked like them, people of the same race. Africans enslaved neighboring Africans. Asian civilizations enslaved nearby Asian groups. Europeans enslaved other Europeans. Native Americans enslaved other Native Americans. In other words, intraracial slavery was the norm. Interracial slavery was the exception, although it too was practiced by just about every racial group you can think.
So if it's done by just about everybody, I would actually call that also it would be a norm.
Oh my God.
Too. Just to be clear,
it's
so strange.
You know you're in the sunken place when the whole thing starts. Let's talk about slavery.
Yeah.
On PragerU. So you're like, hey, devil's advocate for slavery.
And this
wasn't as bad as they make it.
The fucking thing that I hate about this, and dude, I've been seeing this a lot lately, even more so than ever. I feel like I've been seeing people push this sort of like idea that like they're like talking about like the Arab slave trade as if it justifies, and it's like, you know why? Here's the thing. First of all, I think that that's bad too. That's the first thing.
Yeah.
The second thing is the reason why I'm not too as twisted up about that is because I'm not fucking Arab. I live in America.
It also
where we did the other slavery.
It also
bro.
like it beggars it like it begs the question like, okay, so like once you start comparing our system of slavery to like the system of Roman slavery or throughout all of history, slavery's been like, it's like, okay, so like it would be like, all right, the thing about the genocide of the Native Americans is that Genghis Khan also did genocide. Why don't you talk about that?
Yes.
Why don't you talk about it? It's like
we do.
We do.
We talk about it a lot.
We talk about it, and two, we don't talk about it as much because it happened somewhere else way longer ago.
I'm not a person of the Asian steppe. and so
it's a little less pertinent to my life.
And actually, here's the other thing. I know quite a bit about Genghis Khan. And actually, a lot of people think it's pronounced Genghis. But
Genghis Off.
I know, Genghis Off. I fucking actually do know what these. Dude, it drives me crazy. And they're like, nobody ever talks about this, and it's like, people talk about all these other things so much,
so
bro.
much
that
the information is out there enough for you to know about it. Yeah. For you, a casual, to know about this stuff. Like no one ever talks about this because in my life, that is.
Yeah.
But I found other people that have been talking about this.
Nobody talks about this as a reason for what we did to be okay.
Slavery, American slavery wasn't that. Come on,
it's bad. Yeah, keep going, Brett.
2 was practiced by just about every racial group you can think of. The word slave actually comes from the Slavs of Southern Europe. Over 1 million of them were captured and enslaved by Arabs, who established the most widespread slave trade in human history. In fact, the Arab slave trade, which captured up to 18 million people, actually began 10 centuries before the infamous transatlantic slave trade.
10 centuries.
And ended 150 years after it. It wasn't until 1962 when the largest...
This is the other hilarious aspect of this. Is it lasted 10 centuries longer, and they at one point they're like, the biggest it was 18 million, and it's like, wow, dude, you know what actually had similar numbers and was happening for 10 centuries less time?
Yeah.
The transatlantic slave trade.
Yeah, you know what was...
It was slavery on an industrial scale. The thing that makes the transatlantic slave trade different from what this guy is talking about is that it was industrialized. It was an industry in a way that slavery of the past was not. Okay, and that's the difference. I'm not saying that makes slavery of the past good. That's not what that means. It's just it's
a unique
different.
Slavery with a and also it's ultimately a point has still not been made.
No,
a point has actually not been made. All we have so far is a guy that's like, actualing American slavery, but only in tone, not really in message at all.
Right.
He's just kind of saying other people did it too. Yeah. And in different ways, and more even sometimes in certain ways, more.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, and the point being
is that we're fine, and it doesn't mean anything, and nothing actually has.
You play the rest of it. I want to see if he lands on a point.
He actually has a great point at the end.
I
think you'll love it.
Actually began 10 centuries before the infamous transatlantic slave trade, and ended 150 years after it. It wasn't until 1962 when the largest Arab nation, Saudi Arabia, formally abolished slavery.
And they're our best friends. They're our freaking besties now.
Yeah. Well, no point was made.
No point was
made.
Right.
It's just kind of like, and that's a lot of what like these kind of like white supremacist spaces like PragerU will do, is they'll kind of just present an argument that isn't an argument. They just kind of take the tone of an argument and then don't actually make a point
Facts,
because they
don't care about your feelings.
Well, because what they really want that guy to say is, so American slavery wasn't that bad.
Right.
That's really what they want him to say, but they couldn't get away with just saying that.
I actually bet that there is a longer version of this where he does expressly say it. It's just that most of the people watching that agree with it.
Yeah.
They would never post that as their clip.
Right.
But I almost guarantee you that if we found this full video,
he
would be saying it's not that bad. Because that's legitimately what these people believe. And
Of course.
That's like lost cause.
Well,
like,
actually, I don't even think it's what they actually believe. It's what they want people to believe.
Maybe.
Yeah,
maybe.
I really don't think
it's
a lot
hard
of these...
to differentiate sometimes between like a true believer and somebody who's like using the means to an end kind of thing, because I think there is both. I think
there certainly are both. I don't think people tend to.
I don't think this guy
I don't
is.
think people with the institutional power to like a Dennis Prager, like to get to a point where you're that successful in like distributing information. It says to me that you're probably also capable of learning information and retaining information.
100%.
If you're smart enough to run a business at that scale, then you're smart enough to know better about fucking.
You
the
believe it because you
transatlantic
have to.
Yeah, you either
believe it
are
you,
totally.
You say you believe it because you have to.
Exactly, but I truly believe like a lot of these fuckers know better. A lot of the most powerful people truly know better, or they just truly believe the evilest version of the shit that they can't say out loud.
Yeah.
I think there's another version of it too, where it's just like maybe it's just like here's an informational retort. So when some liberals like, don't you know that slavery's bad? And they're like, well, actually, this all. And it's just
well, that's just it. They have a clear goal.
This entire channel exists to be a way to indoctrinate people. Like that's all it is. Yeah, is like to indoctrinate people so that when they hear somebody say something different that negates, the things that they learned from PragerU,
and that's
they're
why,
ready for it. It's like literally like.
And that's why they only have to take an argumentative tone. Like in that clip, they don't actually have to make an argument. They just have to give you enough of a well, you can say this next time you hear that
exactly.
to even take yourself out of the argument almost, to give yourself, to even put the seed of doubt in a person's mind that like, oh, the transatlantic slave trade wasn't as bad as they make it out to be. Even just to plant that seed is enough that they've accomplished their goal.
Yeah.
Like they don't even need to get you to a place where you're fully defending slavery or whatever it is they want you to do.
No.
They just need you to doubt people so that when you hear that reparations should take place, or that like we're still dealing.
What?
You're like, well,
are we going to do reparations for all the Arab people too?
Right, exactly. And it's like maybe we should. Maybe we should.
Maybe we should. Maybe we should.
Maybe it's not our responsibility, but maybe we should.
I think they're gonna take it themselves in the Strait of Hormuz, in the form of a toll. So, anyways, this is the guy. This is the same guy at CPAC talking about Elon Musk.
I have to say thank you to Elon Musk, because if it wasn't for him buying X, I think we would still be in the situation that we would have been in 6 years ago. Now that we have a platform like X where we can put the truth out there in real time, we are able to access the truth faster than mainstream media can try to propagate a lie. Before they can try to twist the narrative, we are able to see what is actually happening. You look at even recent situations with like the ICE shootings, and everyone's like, oh my goodness, I can't believe this ICE agent shot this woman, but nobody wants to talk about how the deranged wench hit him with her car.
Right.
Before she FAFO'd.
Where's the lie?
Dude, the ending of this is crazy. Like rewind it just a little bit, where he like speaks. So first of all, he wants to say bitch.
Yes.
Like he's doing so.
He's doing no potty mouth for the old people in the room is really what it is. And even though he just said fuck around and find out. Yeah, dude, anytime you hear anyone say like she hit him with his car, it's like he walked into her car. Like, and you know, you're listening to a deeply unserious
all
fucking
I
evil
saw
person.
People saying. You know what I mean? There were a lot of people talking about, oh, she was hitting him with her car, yada yada yada. The idea, and this is
these same people, by the way, hate it when protesters block the street and love to cheer on guys that run down protesters. They sell fucking bumper stickers about killing protesters with their cars because they done that.
Yeah.
Fucking
they like it.
What's her fucking name?
Charlottesville.
Yeah, in Charlottesville.
It happened in Charlottesville.
And they brag about this. The same kind of fucking person loves that they killed a protest. It really is the whole playbook from this far right, well, and really the right in general, is that they either one don't believe in really anything policy wise.
No,
they
don't.
really kind of
That's
just parrot the things that the people they like around them say, or the people that pay them say,
or things that they know that
believe
people are gonna...
terrible shit in reality, and can't say that horrible shit that they believe like out loud in every space. Like Peter Thiel can't come to CPAC and be like, I don't think humanity should make it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I actually want poor people to die.
Yeah, they can't literally come out and say that in these conservative spaces where they're trying to get votes. And so all they have to do is just kind of present an alternative to reality, an alternative to the things that their opponents are saying.
No, 100%.
They don't have to actually say anything of substance, and they don't have to say anything conscionable, like, because people just want to disagree with the other. Like the duopoly of it all is just, it's such a mindfuck.
Yeah, it's the wrestling sort of
It's the professional
analogy.
wrestling of it all. It's like you just pick a side. I like the Iron Sheik.
Yeah.
Or whatever.
And I like the Hulk. These are the people who like the Hulk.
Yeah.
They
don't like the Iron Sheik.
You mean Hulk Hogan, not the Hulk.
The Hulk. Hulk Hogan, the Hulk.
I like Ric Flair.
Yeah, the Hulk Hogan.
I was thinking the Incredible Hulk with the purple shorts.
No, the regular Hulk
the
with
Hulk.
the blonde hair.
The Hulk. I'm fucking around. Yeah, I meant Hulk Hogan. I did say the Hulk, and that invokes the Green Marvel character.
He's been invoked.
But Hulk Hogan, and they're all Bubba the Love Sponge getting their wives fucked by Hulk Hogan.
And saying the N-word.
And saying the N-word, and now Hulk Hogan's dead, and nobody can fuck their wives, and they're all going crazy. Go ahead.
I can't believe this ICE agent shot this woman, but nobody wants to talk about how the deranged wench hit him with her car.
Right.
Before she FAFO'd.
Yeah, oh my God, she's dead. Yay!
Where's the lie?
And then this guy, where's the lie?
Where's the lie?
And they're doing like...
It's oops all lies, dude.
It's 7-year-old like slang, FAFO. That's like...
Well, it takes a
Call
while.
of Duty. Yeah, to get to these guys
Yeah.
especially. For
All
this guy to say...
Last clip.
Yeah, let's do the last clip, Brett. Let's roll it. This is his take on Iran. So...
Yes, we are going to war with Iran. No, this is not another opportunity for you guys to display your bizarre obsession with Jews. You don't need to like Israel, but if you like any aspect of the luxuries that you have living in Western society, then you need to realize that radical Islam is and has always been a threat to your own existence. President Trump campaigned on not letting Iran build nuclear weapons in 2016 and 2020 and again in 2024. But what did Iran do in 2026? They built nuclear weapons. If you have any survival instinct whatsoever and are familiar with the 60,000 terrorist attacks conducted by radical Islam since 9/11, you will realize that it is time to neutralize this threat and make sure that Iran never holds a nuclear weapon.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, so...
This guy's going to be on Joe Rogan.
Oh, yeah.
Really soon.
Yeah. That'll be awesome. I love the JRE. Yeah.
Hey, we got our first black guest in months.
It goes
He just so happens to agree with everything I say.
It goes to a point where, like, I just feel like, I think about Bill Maher, and I think about how Bill Maher's would have a person like this on, and then they would just like entertain the argument and be like, well, radical Islam is a problem, but you dummies.
It's the mother lode of bad ideas. That's what him and Sam Harris say.
And so it's just, I don't know. I get really frustrated when I see these talking points come out of because it's all at the point that guy is saying that kind of thing into a front-facing camera, that you have this like clearly paid influencer agitator guy.
Yeah.
Like
he's getting $7,000 a post. Bro.
Exactly. Saying this kind of like by the book scripted fucking thing that like really like it's just like, this isn't even like an argument. This isn't even like this a side of an argument that should be taking place. Like, the argument shouldn't be, should we go to war with Iran or not? It's like, what business do we have going to war with Iran? Well, how does that even begin to solve whatever fucking boogeyman problem you're coming up with about radical Islam? You know, when we're allied with like way more fucking punitive.
I mean, as he mentioned,
Islamic
Saudi Arabia
states.
didn't outlaw slavery until 1962, and they're like our best friends over there.
And they ain't exactly
next to Israel.
They ain't exactly outlawed slavery like the same way we ain't exactly outlaw slavery. You know,
Slavery
like we
still have it,
very much so have slavery. You know, in this country, and they very much so have it in Saudi Arabia.
And a lot of our allies in the Middle East practice like a form of slavery, like we're migrant workers.
We killed Gaddafi in Libya, and then we're like, oh, nice, now they can do slavery.
Yeah,
like there's slavery in Libya because of us.
I'm even thinking of Qatar. Like they will take the passports of migrant workers.
Saudi Arabia
but then
does this
we
too.
also do that here to a certain extent.
Yeah.
It's like you're only allowed to do slavery if you're like a corporation.
So it's
basically.
like all of these arguments that like come from these places are dependent on the people hearing them being uneducated to the realities of the world in the first place. So it's like I get really frustrated seeing shit like this because I don't even know how to like dispute it without you just knowing, like...
Brett's taking pictures for the thumbnail now. And normally, see, what should have happened is we'd be looking at LeBron James's pictures of Bart Simpson.
James.
And we'd be laughing and like, oh my God.
I actually was going to bring those up just so we can go
just
out on a high note.
bring the LeBron James pictures up again so we can get a good laugh. But yeah, man, it's all fucked up, and that's why I was trying to skip it, but...
I had to hear it.
You made me.
I need to know.
You know what that guy should do?
Dude.
Eat my shorts. That guy should eat my
It's
shorts.
so funny, bro. Just messing around and doodling around. Just messing and doodling around, excuse me.
He's just messing.
Just messing and doodling around. Miss doing this all the time. Used to be my escape. Yeah, escape, my Ford Escape.
Bart got a big ass head though.
Yeah, Bart got a big ass
My
head
bad,
though.
Bart.
My bad, Bart.
My bad, Bart is the best line.
Yeah, it's really funny that he's apologizing to Bart. I appreciate it.
Bart.
LeBron James is a funny guy, you know?
Yeah.
Unfortunately, we lost Amy Schumer to Zionism and being a piece of shit in
We've
general.
kind of lost LeBron
But
a little bit.
LeBron and train wrecked, not bad.
Yeah, but
I guess I
LeBron
need to check
James
it
is like kind of pest. Somebody asked him a question about Israel, and he's like, I really like, I visited there and it was cool.
Yeah, we love that.
So we're like, bummer, but
yeah,
Bart's
not a
Anyways,
Zionist.
good thing Brett already got those picks, dude.
Yeah.
Because that's the end, and we just needed some thumbnail picks. So, where can people find you?
Yeah, at
Tell
Evans.
them. And we're gonna leave a lot of that Pokemon talk in. So if you like Pokemon, you're gonna need to follow Evan.
Look, so everyone needs to follow me on Instagram. It's at Evan C. Goldt.
Evan C. Goldt.
Evan C. Goldt.
Link in the description.
There's
all of this.
I got
will be in the
a
description.
few stand-up clips up there that I'm proud of that you'll like, and then you can follow me and you can know when I post other ones or when I'm gonna be somewhere performing, and that's great. So please follow me at Evan C. Goldt. But if you fuck with Pokemon, genuinely fuck with Pokemon, and you want to hang out with me, on YouTube, here_Furret, like the Pokemon. So it's HERE_FURRET. I'm trying to hit 100 subscribers soon.
Come on,
We're
give
at
him
87.
the Jakin Off bump.
We're at 87. I'm doing a hardcore Nuzlocke of Pokemon Null right now. It is a fan-made ROM hack of Pokemon Emerald that's really fucking hard. So if you want to watch me stare at a calculator for like an hour and go, if I sent out Gliscor, then Swampert's got to be in the back. But if Swampert's there, then I can't. Then yeah, go to here for it and watch my shit. Watch my lasagna Nuzlocke.
It's a good video.
It's a lot of fun.
It's a great video. It was even better lasagna.
I'm working on the Pozole Cheflock video
Pozole
next.
tomorrow.
I'm making Pozole tomorrow. I'm filming stuff for the video, so I got another video in the works. I think it's going to be even that much better than the lasagna video. So yeah, go check me out. I know every Pokemon by heart.
Yeah.
Give me a number.
220.
220 is.
It's calculating.
Boop, boop, boop. Swinub.
Wow.
Swinub. Let's check my work. Pokemon 220. He's a little like Ice Pig. We love Swinub in this house. These colors don't run. What did I say, bro?
That's crazy.
What
So
did I
this is
say?
actually here's
And
one.
you can do it in reverse too.
This
right?
is going to be episode number 157 when it's released.
157.
So look up
Typhlosion.
157. Whoa, Typhlosion's a good one, dude.
157.
That rocks.
Pokemon 157.
That's our Pokemon of the episode.
What
is
I fucking say? What I
Typhlosion.
fucking
that's a
say?
badass one.
Yo.
Bow.
Nice.
Evan, what's the chandelier Pokemon?
Chandelure.
What number is
Damn,
it?
bro.
609. Let's take a look.
Yeah,
Let's take a
holy
look.
shit.
Let's take a look. Pokemon 609. What the fuck I say?
Yeah.
What did I say?
Damn.
When I was tuning into your stream, because I know it's like Gen 1 through 9, I was just like,
Yeah.
how are these fucking real Pokemon? Like some of the ones.
Because
Some of the later Pokemon are cool as hell, though.
The
dude. They
teacup
got some,
one.
I love
the teacup one's cool.
Poltegeist,
Yeah.
Sinistea, and then their matcha variants, Sinistra and Poltergeist.
I like
Are these
the,
coffee Pokemon.
I like the
there should be a coffee one. There's a tea one. There's a matcha one. I bet we get a coffee one someday. Like if they ever do like an Italian region, we'll definitely get like a coffee variant.
Is there
of
a
It's a
Poltegeist.
spaghetti
meat-
monster.
Yeah, I was about to say, is there a spaghetti?
He's a
meatballs?
bad. He's a noodle.
Nah, there's no.
Is
there's
there any food items?
food items? I mean, there's Fido and Doxbun.
There's Vanilla Ice.
Vanillish. There's an ice cream
Vanillish.
Pokemon. Vanillish, Vanillite, Vanilla.
Yes.
You ran into the bun dog
Doxbun.
thing. Yeah.
Doxbun.
Yeah,
We love
yeah,
Doxbun.
And I was like,
Well,
how's
what
that
I want to know
fucking-
though is, or wait, no, I was gonna ask something Pokemon related. God damn it! Never mind.
Sorry.
No, it's okay.
Getting me worked up.
Something about number. This episode number is 157.
Yeah, you already told us. Typhlosion.
Typhlosion.
That thing.
609 is the
Don't
chandelier.
remember. 609 Chandelier. Yeah, I can't remember.
Whatever.
Anyways, probably for the best.
I'm making Pozole.
Yeah, Evan's
Pozole
making
video
Pozole.
incoming this summer.
Yeah.
I will not fucking leave my house to do anything but work so I can get the Pozole video out by this summer.
I'm gonna make it and I'm gonna eat it.
It's gonna be good.
And it's gonna be good. So follow Evan. Links in the description to all that. And if you're watching this and you made it to the end, you watched a whole episode of this podcast, and we do a new one every single week. So if you liked it, you should subscribe. We would really appreciate it. It means a lot to us, and it helps us a lot. So please subscribe. And send anything at all to jakin.off.podcast@gmail.com. I'll look at it at least one time. That's the Jakin Off guarantee. Brett, anything?
I think PragerU should eat my shorts.
That's good. That's a good point,
I
Brett.
co-sign that.
So yeah, that's the end of the episode. Thank you so much. I love you. Bye-bye.